Alright, so we have semi-finals of Rivals of Aether at EVO 2015. Zman playing Kragg versus Sethlon playing Wraster. This is some retroactive commentary. We weren't able to get commentary during the event, so this is me, Zman, doing some afterwards to give you guys some insight as to what was going on during these matches. This match was this was definitely, I mean, I'm biased, obviously I was playing it. This was the most intense match of any competitive Smash game I've played in a long time. This was so scary. So we have Kragg vs. Wraster. Wraster, a very intense rushdown character. He can throw out that jet stream, and in that jet stream, the little green glowing thing you see, Wraster is going to move so much quicker than any other character. His run speed is incredible, and his air drift speed and just everything about him, he becomes a complete rushdown monster. And Sethlon's really good at taking advantage of that speed. But what I was able to get over Sethlon, I was able to call a lot of his attacks, and because Kragg is the heavy, fat character, pretty obviously, like, look at him, he's just got such strong smashes, so I was able to just get one good parry and convert it into a ton of damage. And if I get a parry when he's at like 80, he's done. You know, the bird's really light. So he takes that. Wraster's big unique gimmick is that he's got smashes in the air. So he's actually able to, basically all his aerials are very weak combo-y tools, and his goal as a character is to convert those into his strong air smashes, which we see as the horizontal clap, the vertical clap, and the downward dive kick. So, you know, we see both of us are just sort of spacing out moves. We're trying not to throw out too many moves on the ground because of fear of getting parried. Like that. Yeah, that's what I said. If he had like 10% more, that would have been a stock. And that's why I think Kragg will always be viable in this game. Just because of the amount of knockback and the amount of reward he gets off any single parry. It's incomparable to any other character. And I would say that's a very interesting contrast, because I would argue that that's Wraster's biggest weakness, is that because in order to use a smash attack after a parry, he's got to go through pre-jump frames and then do a smash attack. I'd argue that gives him some of the slowest parry punches in the game. He does have up tilt and down B, but you know, we'll see. Oh, so he gets me with it, is unable to confirm me. He does not realize the rock's right above me, so that saves me. I sort of do a ceiling bounce off the rock. You can, if you have the presence of mind, you can actually use those rocks as combo extenders. You can wall bounce off them and ceiling bounce off them and do a lot of cool stuff. But you have to be aware that they're there, and that's a big part of Rivals in general, is that all of these characters have a way to control the stage, and knowing how any individual character is controlling the stage is just absolutely vital to doing well. And I did a really dumb F smash right there. He's trying to jab me. But one thing that I want to talk about, once I see it, and what I feel is one of the strongest defensive options in the game, and is very key to winning, is that you'll see air dodge up. Air dodge up or air dodge diagonal up is so freaking good, because in this game you have melee air dodge, so you only have one air dodge per jump, and it moves you, and you can wave dash and do all that cool stuff, but you can still attack after it, which means that doing an air dodge vertically, you know, which generally will be, you know, above where your opponent is, and most characters will have trouble following you, into something like a falling nair or a falling down air, depending on the character, is just so freaking good. And right there, you see that any other character, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure every other character in the game would have died to that up smash earlier. But Kragg's living, man. He's made of rock, dude. You're not gonna kill him. He's gonna kill you. But this is such a scary situation. However, Kragg can jump cancel that side B on hit. I hit him with the Sonic Spin Dash, jump after him up air. Sethlon, you know, you can't see it. He's kind of like, okay. And he goes here. So I know this was a deliberate choice. I feel like this is a very small stage. There's not a lot of room to run around. And Kragg is definitely a zoner. You know, between his rock and the down B, he's such a defensive character, I feel. You know, he definitely can provide offensive pressure, but I think taking him to somewhere here where he doesn't have a lot of space to move around is definitely a good idea. I did feel very cramped when playing Sethlon on this stage. You know, we're just sort of throwing out moves. Ooh, good parry. And so the way the rock works, Kragg will always break the rock in one hit. The other character needs to deal 7%. It's either 7 or 8% to the rock in order to break it. And, fuck, I forgot I did that. Oh, that was pretty good. Oh, that was pretty nice. And when you break it, the shrapnel will go in whatever angle the move would send a opponent. So, you know, we see both of us are parrying. Now we're kind of getting into that mind game of parry baiting. And when you're parry baiting, you know that, like, you're like, oh man, this game's good. I'm playing a good game right now. Like, there's just so much mental back and forth between opponents. Okay. So I just whiff that side B, I get punished, and boom! Very, very good conversion into the up smash. Sethlon makes it look so easy, but honestly, converting into Wraster smashes is pretty difficult. And that's a trick. I think that's a pretty dirty trick. Just go on a rock slightly below the stage and sort of crouch and sort of make them come to you. If they come above you, you can up tilt. If they, just react to their angle, the best way to beat that is to just sort of preemptively throw out a move that, like, won't get beaten by up tilt, but it's tough. And yeah, we see, I think that was a roll read, but I get it with the F smash, and that's it, man. That's all she wrote for that stock. You know, other characters don't really have options that are just that directly strong, and it's incredibly helpful to Kragg. So right now, Sethlon's trying to figure out a way to kill me. He's trying to figure out a way to convert. Oh, and that should have been it. I'm honestly not sure how that hit. I think maybe if he had done that down smash like a few frames earlier, I would have lost the stock. And there we go. We see really good. Kragg's up B, it does like launch you right next to him, but at like lower percents, you're just going to get hit out of it. And at higher percents, it's sort of a DI mix-up. Oh wow, so I guess that up B doesn't have any parry lag, you get it. And he has a good platform tech chase. Not really a tech chase, but sort of a good read. You know, the game's so similar to Smash, but because of how similar it is, it feels so different all the same. Ooh, and there we go, and that takes game 2. So I think here, Sethlon goes to Zetterburn, and I think that was a dumb choice. I don't know. Unless you're watching this on like spoiler YouTube, you probably see the time on this video, and yeah, I don't think it was a good choice. But you know, I'm like, oh shoot, I've never really played. Like, I don't know what's your Zetterburn. Like, I'm actually kind of terrified right now because I mean, I can kind of play other characters, but definitely no one I'd feel comfortable going against that Wraster. You know. So I'm like, oh shit, does this guy have 2 characters? And we see him immediately just starting this pressure. It's just so scary. And yeah, just like I said in the LID video, you know, Zetterburn's recovery is so punishable by Kragg. Like, you know, earlier I missed the forward, but if I got that, he would have been dead. You know, that was my mistake. There wasn't much he could do about that. And again, we see Sethlon very smartly mixing up his recovery. And I think you can definitely sort of take this game and compare it to LID and like see what makes a good Rivals player. It's not just your combos, it's your recovery, it's your stage control. It's the way you force the other player to make mistakes. Oh, that new up smash animation is so neat. I love it. It's so much better. And I'm sure there are probably people who are like have not seen the old one. It's not great. It wasn't great. Like, I would have never called it bad, but compared to this, and no, and I missed the down air twice. And I'm just getting nervous. You know, I'm 1 game away from 3-0ing Sethlon. You know, I am shaking. You know, the nerves are so real right now. My percent lead is really healthy. But we see Sethlon trying to change that real quick, throwing out a lot of nair pressure. Ooh, yeah, actually, ooh, Fireball confirm into the rock parry. Really nice. And, oh man. And yeah, we just see air dodging in the middle of combos and knowing when to air dodge is, I think, like the smartest part of defensive play. And then the next level is, of course, baiting that. But I honestly feel like I beat Sethlon. Spoiler alert. My bad. But I feel like I took this set by Just by air dodging up. Like, honestly, like, it's such a simple thing, but I feel like just knowing that that option exists and that it's good really, really helped. But yeah, we see last stock situation. Up air is going to kill off the top. It's a good combo move, but it's also a really good killing tool as well. Oh man, nice down smash. Down B. Shine, back air, neutral air, moves. So we're both panicking. We both know that like this could be it. And I'm like, alright, throw the rock, miss the rock, go for forward air, miss the forward air. I'm like, oh shoot, I'm screwing up everything. I've missed every edge guard I've tried this entire game. You know, what's wrong with me? And he gets that 6 shine, and I thought that could have been it. That could have been it. But again, Kragg's so big. That's stupid. I can't believe I won off a freaking... Like, I feel bad for winning because of that. Like, that's like the worst way to win. Just random down smash. Oh, man, I kind of want to, like, do a closer look. If you guys want a closer look, like, if you want me to, like, be rewinding and all that fancy stuff, and, like, really, really going into the nitty-gritty, tell me in the comments. I'm actually kind of down right now. Ooh, yeah. If you want to support us... Ooh, wrong thing again, Jesus. Alright, you can support us by following us on Twitch, on Facebook. Well, follow us on Twitch, follow us on Twitter, follow us on YouTube. If you're in the local scene, if you're, like, by Arizona, if you're like, oh, hey, and then, you know, join the Facebook group. That's more for, like, local Arizona PM meetups and stuff. And if you want to support us more directly, you can go to supercoffeebros.com. Those guys make, like, they seriously make the coolest custom controllers. Like, I'm not just saying that. Like, their custom controllers are sick. So if you donate $5 to our Patreon, you'll be included in a raffle to Super Coffee Bros. And if you use promo code AZPM at checkout, you save, I think it's 5% or $5, you save fives? Shoot. I think it's $5. I think you save $5 off your order. And it's really cool. They're really cool. You can get any JPEG, any PNG, whatever you want, any sort of colors. You can customize your controller cord. It's so cool. But yeah, that was it for Rivals of Aether. It's such a good game, guys. Peace.